Imagine holding in your hand a coin that most people glance past without a second thought. A coin that, to the untrained eye, is just another 25-cent Washington quarter. But what if I told you this very coin, minted in 1992 at the Denver Mint, holds a secret, an extraordinary error that could make it worth an astonishing $923,000 today? Yes, almost $1 million, sitting quietly in someone's pocket, or worse, forgotten in a dusty drawer. Pause for a second. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, how many times in life have you overlooked what could have been a fortune? That's exactly the story of the 1992 Washington quarter-dollar error. A rare anomaly, a whisper of destiny for those who know how to recognize it. And today, you're about to discover why this coin is the crown jewel of collectors and investors alike. Now, I know what you're thinking. A quarter worth nearly $1 million? That sounds insane. And yes, it does. But insanity, in the world of rare coins, is simply opportunity wearing a disguise. And here's the kicker. Most people will never even notice it. Most will continue spending these coins at face value, oblivious to the fortune under their fingertips. Let's dive deeper. The 1992 Washington quarter isn't just rare because of its age or condition. What makes it extraordinary is the minting error, subtle yet unmistakable to the trained eye. These errors happen when precision machinery at the mint falters, creating a coin that's not supposed to exist. And in the world of coin collectors, existence alone is valuable. But rarity creates obsession, and obsession creates value. Picture this. A collector discovers such an error, and suddenly, they hold something that could redefine their life. It's like finding a single, uncut diamond in a sea of pebbles. The excitement, the rush, the certainty that they are holding something no one else has. It's intoxicating. And here's a little secret, this is exactly what drives the market. People don't just buy coins. They chase dreams, security, and the thrill of possessing what others cannot. Now, imagine you stumble upon one of these quarters. Your heart races. You wonder, could this be the one? Could this coin really be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? And that, my friends, is where the fear and excitement collide. Fear, because you know that ignoring this moment could mean missing out forever. Excitement, because you're on the brink of something life-changing. But let's take a step back for a moment. Let's lighten the mood. Isn't it funny that a coin, something we all toss into a jar without thought, could secretly be more valuable than your car? Crazy, right? Yet, in the rare coin world, this is reality. And reality, as harsh as it can be, rewards the observant, the bold, the patient. Every dealer, every collector, every investor knows that high-value coins like the 1992 quarter don't linger. They are bought quickly, privately, sometimes in secret, by those who understand their significance. And right now, the market is hungry. Ultra-rare errors are the most sought-after items in coin collecting. In a world where scarcity drives desire, the 1992 Washington quarter sits at the pinnacle of demand. So, where does that leave you? Imagine looking through your old coin collection and realizing that you might already own a treasure worth nearly $1 million. Imagine the phone call that could change everything, the offer that could redefine your lifestyle. The opportunity isn't hypothetical, it's real, and it waits for those who act. Time is critical here. Rare coin markets are unforgiving. Miss a chance today and someone else will seize it tomorrow. The 1992 Washington quarter is not just rare. It's a symbol of foresight and fortune. And for the savvy collector, seller, or investor, it represents the power to transform not just wealth, but legacy. Before you reach for that dusty jar of quarters, pause. Examine, learn, and recognize value where others see none. The 1992 quarter is more than a coin. It's a key, a signal, a once-in-a-lifetime moment in tangible form. And when it finds the right hands, the reward is nothing short of extraordinary. So, the question isn't whether you could find one. The question is, will you recognize it when you do? Will you act before the moment slips away, leaving the fortune in someone else's hands? For those who understand, who pay attention, and who dare to seize opportunity, the 1992 Washington quarter isn't just a coin. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that, to the casual observer seems ordinary. Just another Washington quarter, minted in 1996 at the Denver Mint. But what if I told you that hidden in plain sight, this very coin could be worth almost $1 million today? Yes, $967,000 for a single quarter, resting quietly in someone's collection or forgotten in a drawer. Now, before you scoff, ask yourself, how often does opportunity knock disguised as something so familiar? Most people never notice, and that's exactly why fortunes are quietly slipping through the fingers of the unobservant. Now, don't panic, but consider this. The 1996 Washington quarter error isn't just a rarity. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance for anyone who knows what to look for. And here's the kicker. While the rest of the world treats their coins as mere pocket change, collectors and investors are quietly turning these ordinary quarters into extraordinary wealth. Picture this. Your next lunch could be paid for with an old quarter that's suddenly worth more than a luxury car. Would you look twice now? So what makes this 1996 quarter so valuable? The answer lies in its mint mark error. You see, during production at the Denver Mint, something went slightly off. The minting process created a rare anomaly, a flaw that today collectors fight over. And here's a little secret the mainstream media won't tell you. There are far fewer of these errors than you might imagine. Only a handful exist in pristine condition, making them extremely scarce and intensely coveted. Scarcity breeds demand, and in the world of rare coins, demand is everything. Now, let me pause here. Yes, I know this might sound like one of those get-rich-quick tales, but I promise this isn't fantasy. Experts and numismatists confirm these errors are the holy grail of coin collecting. And here's where it gets interesting. Even a minor imperfection that the untrained eye dismisses can exponentially increase the coin's value. Imagine finding a gem in a sea of mediocrity. Funny enough, it's like finding a $100 bill in your laundry, except this one could change your life. Here's a question for you. When was the last time you looked at your coins and wondered, could this be worth more than my retirement fund? Most people don't even think to ask, and that hesitation is what separates the wealthy from the rest. The truth is, the 1996 Washington quarter error isn't just a collectible, it's a ticket to financial legacy. And here's where your timing matters. The market is hot, and serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these rare treasures. Imagine receiving a call tomorrow that a coin you've had for decades is suddenly worth nearly $1 million. Wouldn't you want to know if that coin is sitting quietly in your own collection? The key is action. Awareness alone won't create wealth. You need insight and decisiveness. If you've held onto old coins, even a drawer full of them, now is the moment to examine them carefully. The 1996 era quarters are in high demand, and the window to maximize value is closing quickly. Every day that passes, another collector secures a piece of this rare market, and the opportunity for someone like you diminishes. So, here's the question you must ask yourself. Will you let these fortunes slip by unnoticed, or will you take the first step to uncover the treasures that might be sitting under your very nose? One coin, one moment, one chance. It could be the key to the lifestyle you've always imagined, the financial freedom most only dream of, and a story you'll tell for generations. Remember, the 1996 Washington quarter error isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of opportunity, rarity, and the wealth that comes to those who dare to look closer. Your future could very well be shaped by the coins you overlooked yesterday. Don't wait. Your $1 million moment might just be lying in plain sight. Imagine holding a small piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin that could transform your financial story overnight. Today, we're diving into a coin so rare, so extraordinary, that collectors across the United States are in a race to find it. I'm talking about the 1978 Washington quarter dollar, the NO mint mark error. Yes, you heard that right. A coin minted without the iconic D of Denver, making it one of the most sought-after numismatic treasures in America. And here's the kicker. Its current market value has soared to a staggering $986,000 now. You might be thinking, a quarter? That little coin I toss into the couch cushion. But that assumption could be costing you a fortune. In fact, right now, thousands of these coins sit quietly in collections, safe deposit boxes, and drawers waiting to be discovered. And the moment you realize you're holding one, everything changes. But before we get to that life-altering moment, Let's explore why this coin has captivated the wealthy, the collectors, and those who understand that true value often hides in plain sight. The story of the 1978 NO Mint Mark Washington quarter is not just about rarity. It's about a mistake that became a legend. In 1978, the Denver Mint accidentally skipped stamping the D Mint mark on a small batch of quarters. To the untrained eye, it looks like an ordinary coin. But to the discerning collector, it is pure gold or, well, almost $1 million worth of gold. Here's where it gets exciting. Collectors are not just buying coins, they are buying history. They are buying a story of human error, of a fleeting moment when perfection faltered and rarity was born. Can you imagine the adrenaline of holding one of these quarters for the first time? The thrill, the heartbeat quickening, the mind racing with the possibilities of what this coin could mean for your legacy. And let's be honest, how many times in life do you get the chance to turn a simple object into a life-changing asset? Don't think this is a joke. Think of it as the financial equivalent of finding a Picasso in your attic. And yes, there are those who have walked past it, thinking it was just another quarter, only to hear months later that they were sitting on nearly $1 million. That's fear and regret speaking louder than any auctioneer's gavel. Now, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Picture yourself at an auction, the room silent, everyone's eyes fixed on a tiny quarter, and the gavel comes down. That could be you. And yes, I'm interrupting your scrolling brain with this moment of reality because this isn't just a coin story. It's a wake-up call. Here's the part that separates the observers from the doers. The 1978 NO Mint Mark Washington quarter isn't just a relic. It's an opportunity. It's a golden key to join an exclusive world of collectors and investors who understand that time and rarity dictate value. Those who acted early, who recognized the signs, are now enjoying unparalleled prestige and financial reward. So, what do you do if you have one? Or even think you might? The path is clear. Get it authenticated, get it appraised, and understand that in today's market, this coin is in extreme demand. Every serious collector is looking for it, and every moment you hesitate could mean someone else claims the fortune that could have been yours. And here's a fun thought. Imagine telling your grandchildren, decades from now, that you were part of the golden circle who owned a coin that changed the course of numismatic history. That's not just money. That's legacy. So, whether you're a seasoned collector, a savvy investor, or simply imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your life forever. Not just any coin, but a rare 1995 Washington quarter. A coin so extraordinary that collectors and investors across the country would stop at nothing to add it to their collection. Yes, we're talking about a coin error so rare, so coveted, that its current market value reaches an astonishing $965,000. You might be sitting there thinking, it's just a quarter. But let me tell you, this is no ordinary piece of currency. This is history, precision, and fortune all rolled into one small, shining circle. And the question you should ask yourself is, could you already own one, hidden in your drawer, overlooked for decades? Now, before we go any further, let me hit you with a thought. Have you ever tossed coins into a fountain, thinking they were worthless? Well, someone somewhere could be tossing away hundreds of thousands of dollars without even knowing it. It's shocking, it's thrilling, and it's a wake-up call for anyone who owns old coins. The story of the 1995 Washington quarter error is as fascinating as it is valuable. Minted in Philadelphia, this quarter contains a unique mistake that makes it stand out to experts and collectors worldwide. These errors are not mistakes you see every day. They are the result of a perfect storm during the minting process, creating a coin that is 1 in a million. And in the world of rare coins, 1 in a million isn't just a saying. It's a promise of wealth, status, and legacy. Think about it. While most people pass their pocket change to the next person or spend it without a second thought, there are collectors who are willing to pay nearly $1 million for this exact quarter. That's not just money. It's the difference between ordinary and extraordinary, between watching opportunities pass you by and seizing the rarest of chances. Imagine the thrill of realizing that the coin you've casually stored in your collection for years could suddenly elevate your financial portfolio into a realm you never dreamed possible. And here's a fun little thought. Next time you're at a garage sale or rummaging through old boxes, ask yourself, could this mundane-looking coin be my ticket to a millionaire's life? Suddenly, the hunt becomes exhilarating, doesn't it? That's the beauty of rarity. It turns ordinary moments into life-changing discoveries. Here's the truth. Coins like the 1995 Washington quarter are disappearing from circulation faster than ever. Every collector, every investor, every dealer is searching tirelessly for them. The moment you realize the potential of such a coin, a sense of urgency sets in because the longer you wait, the higher the stakes, and the rarer your opportunity becomes. Imagine holding this coin, knowing that it represents more than just money. It represents foresight, savvy, and the kind of legacy you can pass down to generations. Think about the doors it could open, the financial freedom it could bring, and the envy of every collector who didn't act quickly enough. And yes, there's a twinge of fear, but the exciting kind, the kind that pushes you to act, to research, and to make your move before someone else claims what could have been yours. So here's the question you need to ask yourself right now. Could a forgotten coin in your collection or a box in your attic be worth close to $1 million today? The 1995 Washington quarter is more than a coin. It's a rare opportunity to change the course of your life, to join a world of collectors and investors who understand the power of seizing rare, high-demand treasures. Don't wait. Don't second-guess. This is one of those moments in life where action defines destiny. Seek it, authenticate it, and claim your place in the world of extraordinary coin collectors. Because the next time someone whispers about a rare quarter worth nearly $1 million, you want them to be looking at you, knowing that you already hold the key. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that most people dismiss as spare change, yet it could transform your life forever. Picture a small, seemingly ordinary 1987 Washington quarter, shiny, familiar, unassuming. Now, what if I told you that this coin, in pristine condition and with a rare minting error, could fetch a staggering $953,000 in today's market? Yes, nearly $1 million for what most Americans would drop in a parking meter without a second thought. You might be thinking, sure, but errors happen all the time. But this is different. This is the rarest of the rare. A coin that collectors fight tooth and nail to acquire. One that carries both history and immense financial promise. And the most astonishing part? You might already have one tucked away in a drawer, a forgotten piggy bank, or a collection passed down from your parents. Let me pause here and ask, when was the last time something sitting in your pocket could make you a millionaire? Exactly. This is one of those rare moments in life where ordinary meets extraordinary. The story of the 1987 Washington quarter error begins in the bustling halls of the Philadelphia Mint, where precision is everything, but perfection sometimes fails. Amidst the thousands of coins minted daily, a handful, very few, emerged with a minting flaw so precise yet dramatic that it changed the coin's destiny forever. Experts have traced these coins, studied them, and the market has spoken. Demand far outweighs supply, and scarcity drives value to unimaginable heights. Now, let's talk about fear for a moment. Not the kind that keeps you awake at night, but the fear of missing out, of sitting on a treasure and not realizing it. Every day, people are discovering coins like this, rushing to auctions or listing them online, only to see prices soar beyond their wildest expectations. The excitement in the collector community is electric. Auctions can spike in minutes, phone calls fly back and forth, and those who hesitate, well, they watch from the sidelines as fortunes are made. Here's a little humor to reset your brain. Imagine dropping your morning coffee and, instead of spilling it, you find a $953,000 coin underneath. That's roughly what happens with a coin like this, but minus the caffeine catastrophe. Collectors often say, it's not just a coin. It's a heartbeat from history, and it can beat straight into your bank account. And they're not exaggerating. This coin isn't just metal, it's prestige. It's proof that you were there at the right time, had the eye to recognize value, and could act when opportunity knocked. The Washington quarter error is more than numismatics. It's a ticket into an elite circle of collectors who know that owning something this rare is akin to holding a small piece of American history in your hands. Act 3, Resolution. So, what does this mean for you? If you are holding a 1987 quarter and you're even remotely curious about its potential, now is the time to act. The market is hot, and every day that passes, the number of these coins in private hands dwindles. The ones in pristine, certified condition are vanishing, and the few that surface demand astronomical sums. Think about the thrill, not just the financial gain, but the story you'll tell. How you discovered a coin that transformed your life. It's the kind of story that makes friends raise eyebrows and strangers lean in closer. And here's the subtle pattern interrupt to keep your heart racing. If you don't check your collection now, someone else just might, and that $953,000 opportunity could slip through your fingers. Remember, opportunity favors the prepared. The 1987 P. Washington quarter error isn't waiting for anyone. It's highly sought after, scarce, and destined to keep climbing in value. Whether you're a seasoned collector, someone who inherited a box of coins, or just happened to stumble across one, the window is open. But not for long. So, take a moment, inspect your coins, and consider this. A simple decision today could turn a forgotten quarter into a life-altering fortune tomorrow. Don't let the next $953,000 slip into someone else's hands. History is waiting for you to claim your place in it. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your life forever. A simple Washington quarter, minted in 1987, seemingly ordinary. Yet, hidden in plain sight, it carries a secret worth $975,000. Yes, nearly $1 million. And it might be sitting quietly in your drawer, overlooked, while the world chases fleeting fortunes. The 1987 D Mint Mark Washington quarter error isn't just a coin. It's a ticket to a rare echelon of wealth, prestige, and history that few ever get to experience. Have you ever wondered how a tiny mistake, an imperfection, could be worth more than a luxury car, more than a vacation home, more than most people earn in a lifetime? It's the thrill of discovering hidden treasure, right in your pocket. And here's the twist. These coins are vanishing fast from the market, with collectors and investors circling them like hawks. Are you ready to see if your coin collection holds this golden opportunity? Let's take a step back. The Washington quarter has been a symbol of American pride since 1932. Every coin tells a story, and the 1987 D Mint Mark quarter is no exception. But in that year, a rare minting error occurred, an imperfection so subtle, yet so significant, that it turned an ordinary quarter into a treasure of almost inconceivable value. The error is a combination of mint mark misplacement and die anomaly, a flaw that only the most observant collectors can recognize. And here's where it gets fascinating. Thousands of these quarters were minted that year, but only a handful ever revealed this error. Scarcity, my friends, is what makes them priceless. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is it really possible that an everyday coin could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Let me give you a little perspective. Imagine walking into a local coin shop and casually dropping one of these quarters on the counter. The expert glances at it, freezes, and then utters words you've probably only heard in movies. This is extraordinary. The rush, the disbelief, the sheer excitement of holding something so rare. It's a cocktail of adrenaline and awe that few experiences in life can match. And while we're on the subject of excitement, let's break a little pattern here. Have you ever noticed how most coin videos start with a yawn-inducing history lecture? Well, not this one. No snooze buttons here. We're talking about life-changing coins, not bedtime stories. Here's the part that makes the heart race. These coins are not just rare. They are highly sought after. Billionaires, seasoned collectors, and passionate investors are actively hunting for them. And with a current market value of $975,000, every day that passes, someone else could be seizing the opportunity that might have been yours. Imagine missing out on nearly $1 million because you didn't realize what you had. That fear, the what-if of lost fortune, is precisely what drives the collector's market into a frenzy. Think about it. Your grandparents might have unknowingly stored one of these coins in a jar, tucked it in a box, or even let it slip into circulation. One tiny mistake from decades ago is today's most coveted treasure. And for those who recognize it, it's a moment of pure exhilaration. Your pulse quickens, your mind races, and suddenly, you're part of an exclusive club, an elite circle of individuals who understand the power of rare coins. So, what does this mean for you? First, it's a call to action. A gentle yet urgent nudge to examine your coin collection, to dig through the drawers, boxes, and safes that may have been hiding fortunes for decades. Second, it's a lesson in value. Sometimes the most extraordinary opportunities are right under your nose, disguised as the ordinary. The 1987 D Mint Mark Washington quarter error is not just a coin. It's a story of potential, timing, and rarity converging to create immense wealth. And here's a little secret. The market for these coins is hotter than ever. Demand is climbing, prices are skyrocketing, and the window for discovery is narrowing by the day. This is your chance to be among the few who recognize the magic before it disappears. The thrill of uncovering such a treasure is unlike anything else. Equal parts excitement, disbelief, and triumph. So, the next time you hold a Washington quarter in your hand, pause. Look closely. What appears ordinary might just be your ticket to extraordinary fortune. History, rarity, and timing have combined to create an opportunity that comes once in a lifetime. Are you ready to uncover it? Are you ready to see if your coin is the next million-dollar revelation? Because in the world of rare coins, discovery is everything, and fortune favors the observant. Imagine holding a single coin in your hand, a coin that, for decades, quietly passed from pocket to pocket, yet carries the potential to transform your life overnight. Today, we're diving into the extraordinary world of the 1980p Mint Mark Washington quarter, a coin that's not just rare. It's a legend in the numismatic world, with a market value soaring at an astonishing $987,000. Yes, you heard that right. Almost $1 million for a coin that most people dismissed as ordinary. But what if I told you that this unassuming piece of metal could be your ticket to a legacy of wealth? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why collectors and investors alike are on the hunt for it, and why time is absolutely of the essence. Let's rewind to 1980, a year of shifting economies, cultural milestones, and for the US Mint, a year that unknowingly produced one of the most sought-after coins in modern history. The Washington quarter, common, familiar, and often overlooked, was minted in millions. But among those millions, a rare minting error emerged. A flaw so subtle yet so impactful that it turned ordinary quarters into treasures worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And here's the kicker. Most people never even notice it. Imagine having one of these coins sitting in your drawer, unaware of the fortune hiding in plain sight. Fear, urgency, excitement, all wrapped into a single shiny quarter. And yes, statistically, the chances that someone overlooked it are higher than you think. Funny, right? How something so valuable could hide in plain sight. That's the magic and the danger of rare coins. Missing them could cost you a fortune. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1980p Mint Mark Washington quarter so exceptional. This coin doesn't just carry its face value. It carries a story, a minting anomaly, a slight misstrike, a die error, a doubled image, or even a rare off-center impression. Creates a coin that collectors drool over. Think of it like discovering a rare diamond in a gravel pile. Experts in numismatics instantly recognize these details, which is why the demand is explosive. Picture auctions where bidders compete feverishly, sometimes for hours, until the hammer falls and the coin sells for nearly $1 million. Excitement, adrenaline, and the thrill of the hunt. This is the world of high-stakes coin collecting. And here's a little secret. The market is hotter than ever. Coins like these are vanishing from circulation and private collections faster than you can blink. If you have one, or even suspect you might, the clock is ticking. The difference between selling now or letting your fortune slip away could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, what does this mean for you? It means that every drawer, every old change jar, every dusty coin album in your attic could hold more than memories. It could hold unimaginable wealth. The 1980p Mint Mark Washington quarter is not just a collectible. It's a tangible asset, a statement of financial foresight, and a connection to history. And for those who act decisively, it represents an opportunity that rarely comes twice. Picture yourself selling it today. The sense of accomplishment, the relief, the exhilaration, knowing that you turned something overlooked into life-changing value. Don't let hesitation cost you. The market is hungry, the collectors are ready, and demand is soaring. Your coin could be the crown jewel someone has been desperately searching for. And isn't that a thrilling thought? That a small, unassuming quarter could change the trajectory of your life? Before we end, ask yourself this. How many times in your life have you stumbled upon a chance this extraordinary? The 1980p mint Mark Washington quarter isn't just a coin. It's an invitation to step into a world of wealth, excitement, and history. And the most important part? The opportunity is fleeting. Rare coins like this don't wait, and neither should you. This script uses the three-act storytelling structure, emotional triggers of fear, urgency, and excitement, with pattern interrupts like rhetorical questions and humor to keep attention. It positions the coin as highly valuable and in high demand while maintaining an aspirational, positive, and authoritative tone. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your life overnight. A simple quarter, the kind you've seen thousands of times in your pocket, suddenly becomes a golden ticket. Today, we're diving into the astonishing story of the 2004p Washington quarter-dollar era coin. A piece so rare that collectors and investors are willing to pay nearly $967,000 for a single specimen. Yes, you heard that right, almost $1 million for a coin that most people toss into a jar without a second thought. But before you start frantically digging through your change, pause for a second. Have you ever wondered why some coins, seemingly ordinary, become priceless treasures? Or why some people discover fortunes while others walk past them every day? This isn't just luck. It's history, rarity, and the thrill of the hunt all rolled into one shiny piece of American heritage. And today, we're uncovering exactly why this coin is so highly sought after. The story begins in 2004 at the Philadelphia Mint, where billions of Washington quarters rolled off the presses. Among them, a handful of coins emerged with an unusual, almost imperceptible minting error. Some call it a misstrike, others call it a production anomaly, but collectors know better. They call it opportunity. These errors make each coin unique, and in the rare world of numismatics, unique equals extraordinary value. Now, let me ask you, how many times have you underestimated something small, only to realize it held untapped potential? Maybe it was a stock, a collectible, or yes, a coin forgotten at the bottom of a drawer. That same feeling of excitement courses through collectors when they spot a coin like this 2004p Washington quarter. The difference? This isn't speculation. It's tangible. You can hold it. You can inspect it. You can own a piece of history that others only dream of. But here's a little secret most people don't know. The market for these coins is exploding. Auctions see bidding wars that escalate in minutes. Dealers get calls from anxious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar just to secure one. And the thrill isn't just financial, it's emotional. There's a rush in knowing you hold something so rare, a reminder that sometimes fortune favors the observant, and a quick pattern interrupt. Ever thought your laundry day could make you a millionaire? No joke. People have discovered coins like this while doing exactly that. So yes, it could be sitting in your couch cushions and you'd never know. Until now. Now, you might be asking yourself, what makes the 2004p Washington quarter era coin worth nearly $1 million? It's not just the scarcity or the story, it's demand. Every serious collector wants one. Every investor sees it as a tangible asset, immune to the fluctuations of the stock market, and a piece of American history you can literally hold in your hand. And here's the urgency. There are only a handful in existence, and every day that passes, someone else might be claiming that fortune. This is more than a coin. It's a bridge between past and present, a reminder of the hidden value in the everyday, and an opportunity to be part of an elite group of collectors who recognize true worth. The thrill, the urgency, the excitement. It's all there, waiting for those who dare to act. And if you happen to stumble across one, the reward isn't just financial. It's the story you'll tell, the pride of discovery, and the legacy you can leave for generations to come. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who's just starting to notice the treasures around you, remember this. Rare coins like the 2004 Washington $quarter error aren't just collectibles. They're life-changing opportunities. And in the world of rare coins, fortune doesn't wait. Neither should you. If you want, I can also enhance the script with subtle humor and rhetorical questions every 60 to 90 seconds to perfectly maintain attention for the full 10 minutes, making it ultra engaging for a faceless video format.